We're about to go live here, 3D versus NiP, two legends up on the stage here on the F1 track at Monza, Italy. We are going to see NiP on the terrorist side to start things off. And Jeff, I'm going to let you take this away. I am totally stoked for this matchup.
All right, taking a look, NiP will be starting out on the terrorist side. We'll see whether it's going to be a fast tactic or a slow one. 3D starting things out very simple, playing with Method on the floor. We're going to see Volcano up in the rafters. Seaver's going to be playing a connector. Seaver's opening things up with a huge frag on the end. And the first frag of the match is always a very telling one. And that's going to be there for Seavers. There we go. Method and Volcano with two big frags as well. And it looks like NiP will take the ramp room and decide to head down to that lower bomb site. But Moto's waiting for him down there. And Spawn will get dropped, leaving as Robin as the last man standing here. And we'll see whether he can clutch 3 versus 1. Here comes Rambo down the ramp room. Robin's going to grab that bomb. He looks behind, but Seavers is there from the front to finish him off. And Team 3D will take the pistol round. A great note for them to start out on. And you can see the look of joy on their faces after winning that pistol.
Very important and always key. It's very, the pistol round, we all know how important that can be here in Counter-Strike, especially on Nuke. Right now, we'll probably see NiP resort to some sort of fast tactic here, and we are going to see 3D now rotating quickly through the radio room. And here we go, a quick rush into the tin hood. We've got Robin in there waiting. He gets nailed with an HE grenade, and they're all waiting just outside the squeaky door. Here comes the quick rush in, and let's see what happens. Robin going down, Wally going down, ends and Spawn also. That's the last man standing, and an MP5 there by kill. And that just goes to show how confident 3D is in this matchup. They decided not to go full buy, and they should. In case they lose round 4, they bought MP5s, obviously a much cheaper weapon, and we will see NiP going deagles this game, but I think that was probably smart for 3D. Now, the question will be is whether they hold on to those MP5s or they continue on, and it looks like Volcano's chosen to go for op. I think they dropped him, and Kim kept his MP5. We see an M4 for Method, and let's find out what we got going on here from NiP. They're going to take the outside entrance into the upper bomb site. Inns will get an opening frag headshot on Seavers, but Method with a nice HE, and it's equalized. Oh, it's a 3-on-3 situation now. Kim from behind the corner is taken down, and it's Volcano, the last man standing. Oh my God, NiP takes the round on what is technically supposed to be an easy round there. And Jeff, your mouth is wide open. It's gaping right here. Oh my God, that was huge for NiP.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marcus, I looked away for a second, and I looked back, and then NiP was up on top. I saw Zet grabbing that FAMAS, taking down 3D right and left. Zet with a 3-kill round. Huge round for NiP as they've now equalized this. Here we go. Seaver's taking some damage outside. It looks like NiP going to be doing a lot of pressuring at this outside area right so far in this half. They have done that very effectively, and as we can see, they've already won 1 round. Let's take a look right now as it looks like Spawn able to afford an op already, and it looks like we have Kim very low. This is a save round for Team 3D, and Team 3D will most likely not be able to take this round as it is a save. They cannot afford to buy full weapons, and we're going to see what NiP decides to do. We do have the bomb in the hands of Inns. Zet will go down at the hands of Moto's Desert Eagle, and Volcano will die at the hands of Robin as well. Following NiP now, we'll see what they do. They're sort of hanging outside the lobby, back by terrorist spawn area. Moto going down via Wally there. I believe that was some spam as Wally was able to take him out, and we'll see right now what NiP is able to do. Now that was Wally, yeah, spamming up in the rafters. Nicely executed by Wallenberg. And we will continue to follow NiP and see what they're doing this round. Here we go, push up into the lobby. Kim from the ramp room with a shot onto Inns. Can we see Team 3D equalize it by winning their eco round as well, Marcus? That would be huge. Spawn goes down outside at the hands of Method. Method coming up huge. Seavers going down on the floor of the upper bomb site. But Method picking up the off of Spawn. Takes out Robin. Can Method clutch? He's picking at the opening. Can he take out Wally? It's a 1 versus 1. This is going to be huge. Oh, Method missing that off shot. Wally trying to peek. Method grabs an AK, moves over towards the hut. Wallenberg now back in the lobby. Method going to move back towards the floor of the upper bomb site. He's going to have to go for this defuse sooner or later. Only 20 seconds left on the bomb timer thanks to our beautiful overlays provided by WCG. We can know that. Mikey going to have to chase Wallenberg. He's going to have to go for the defuse now. Wally getting ready to peek. Method waiting for him there. Oh, and Wallenberg takes him out. But a beautiful eco round nonetheless by 3D with 4 frags that round. Method coming in huge. There you can see him on your screen. And this is why I told you he's the player to watch this match.
You really can't expect anything less out of these guys. That was hot. That is how Counter-Strike should be played right there. 3D losing their third round in what essentially should have been theirs. They had to save, almost coming back. If Method would have landed that off shot, that probably would have been one of the most memorable rounds of Counter-Strike that we have seen in quite some time. And now we've got full buy by both players here in round number 5. Anything could happen. Let's check out what we got already. 3D looking very, very damaged here for this matchup. You'll see from the ramp, Moto working it into the radio room, and now neither team is committed, or NiP is not committed to either bomb site now, and we don't have anyone down, but 3D is hurting badly. A single bullet or a nick through the wall, some spam will easily take them out, so they've got to play this one as smart as possible. We've got Volcano and Moto now in the ramp room, switching things up. NiP is definitely taking this one, taking it slowly. They don't want to give up this advantage that they might have. And we will see Spot coming in huge. Volcano on a shot, taking a shot on Volcano in the garage. And now they'll make their way. They'll rotate into the upper bomb site. Spawn is checking out those Raptors. He sees one from behind. Method does drop one in. It's a 2-on-2 situation. It's Moto versus Ins here. And oh my God, this could be very big. Moto's coming up through the back. That could be an interesting move. Moto is inside the shaft, and Inz has no idea where he is right now. So this could be big. Will Inz go down there and spam him? He picked up the bomb, and that's definitely a cue for Moto. Moto heard that bomb from the back. Oh my God, Moto gets it, and they hold on to that one. And you see the look, the sigh of relief out of Moto. Jack, we've just seen 5 legendary rounds of Counter-Strike by 2 legendary teams. I don't even know what to say. Your mouth was wide open when 3D lost that, but I have to say, that was some freaking smart play there by Moto and Team 3D.
Yeah, Moto really with a very, very clutch play there. Perfect timing. I don't know how he knew when to peek. He must have heard the bomb get picked up by Ins. Yeah. He must have heard it get picked up. So very well-positioned play by Moto. Sneaky strat. You got to learn these things playing lots of Counter-Strike. You pick these things up. So there we go. Looks like here we go. Moto taking out Robin. I don't know. Looks like we have a full gun round here from NiP. Coming in the upper bomb site is NiP. Spawn dropping some. Wally going to get a frag there as well. It's now down to a 3 versus 1. Volcano's last man standing, and he gets picked off by Ins outside. And Zet is screaming at the opposing team, getting very excited here. These two teams, the match, the energy here is electric.
Absolutely electric. I just cannot believe some of these rounds that we're seeing, and we are tied up 3-3 here on Nuke. We've got NiP on the T side and 3D on the CT side. And what will happen this time? I think this is a save round for 3D. And looking at the display there, it looks like USPs and Deagles in some cases. Method's down, Seaver's down, Volcano goes down. It's a quick rush by these guys. It's going to be absolutely devastated by NiP, and that will finally put them in the advantage in this matchup, should they be able to pull it off. But Kim coming in with huge shots. He gets the pistol, he picks up an AK, he drops one, and now it's all up to Moto, and it's not going to happen. Walla finally coming in big, taking out Moto, a guy that's been clutch in the past. He's beaten 1-on-2s, he's beaten 1-on-1s, he's even beaten 1-on-4s, but in that case, the Ninjas just ninja'd Moto.
Yeah, great play by Rambo that round. It's got to be crucial to get as many frags as you can on those eco rounds, Marcus, on the economy rounds.
Right.
That means that you're not able to afford full weapons. So 3D not able to buy weapons, saving their guns, or saving their money for the next few rounds. And Rambo was able to pick up that gun and do some work with it, do some damage. This is another save round for Team 3D. They're waiting until they can buy full weapons. This is so important to understand how this works. This is not a big round for 3D. They're just trying to get as many frags as they can, try and get 1 or 2 frags. That is the goal in these rounds. You cut your losses and say, okay, we're going to wait till a round when it really, really matters. Although they are down 4-3, 3D's just waiting, and you can see the amount of health they've whittled down on these NiP guys. If they can get some nice frags in, and here we go. It looked like we saw, it is a 5-on-2 right now. It looked like I thought I saw a kill there from 3D, but it was not. We heard an off shot. Here goes Stevers outside, one with the deagle. Moto on the rafters, picking out, takes down one. He will get dropped by Ins, but Severs picking up an AK-47. He's going to wait for the exit kills. Here comes one. Severs with a headshot on the Wally. Beautiful frag there by Josh Dominator Severs as he will fall back, and NiP was whittled down to just 2 members with several seconds remaining in the bomb plate. So there you can see a very effective save round by Team 3D. Even though they're not able to win the round, see NiP thinking maybe there was a ninja defuse going on. You never know. But very effective save round by Team 3D. That's all they want to do is get a couple of kills, and that's what they did very well.
And I think they did do that very well. We started opening things up with a Dominator headshot. With that, Deagle picked up the AK-47, was able to do some damage with it. And now we are going to see NiP up on the T side, a Nuke 5-3. 3D really needed to make a move here, and they will, what we're seeing here, yep, they have gone ahead and bought. You've got Volcano off in this round, and Method will get eaten alive there by a little bit of spam through the window, and he's got his F4 in hand. He's the only damage member. Robin also taking some damage. They're going to make a rush into the ramp room, and what a risky move it is, as they do take in. Moto drops one. We will see Zet pick off Moto, and that means it's a 4-on-4 situation. The bomb is going to go down by ends inside the lower bomb site. And what will happen here is I do see, I believe Kim is going to rotate around to the lower levels. They better be careful going through there, as Inns is still down, waiting for things to happen, and I think 3D might back off, as they only have Volcano and Kim left. Rambo might be able to pull out a frag here. He's going to see one in just any moment, and meeting up over on the side. Actually, he's probably underneath, so I think they're just going to go ahead and head back to the T-spawn, go ahead and save that one. And that will be all she wrote for this round. Putting NiP up 6-3, however, as the final countdown there on the bomb. All three members of NiP getting to safety. And I got to say, 3D started off very strong, but after NiP winning that third round, which should have been a pistol win for 3D, they've really picked up their momentum and run with it.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Mark, Wheat, about how momentum plays such a huge factor in this game. And it looks like NiP slowly getting the ball rolling here to get the brain, the cogs working here towards picking up a bit of momentum. 3D needs to continue playing a very strong, play their own CT side right now. Here we go. NiP working this outside. 3D needs to lock it down more. This outside has just been an open rampage for Team NiP. They're getting frags everywhere, right, left, and center. And this is going to be a disaster for 3D if they can't figure out how to counter it. There we go, coming out of the hut. Robin drops Method, but Kim and Moto bringing it back. Wally gonna chime in with a frag there as well. Severs with a beautiful frag coming out of the connector as Moto goes down. It's gonna be just Volcano left alive, facing off in a 1 versus 2. Inns and Zet versus Volcano. Volcano at the opening. He's got an off. He spots one. He whips the shot onto Zet. Zet looks like he's ready to drop down in the vents. He did. He went down below, and Volcano will have a very tough time to get down and win this round 2 versus 1 as the bomb will be planted. We'll see what Volcano will do, as the Inns is super low on health. So is Volcano, but Zet is about full HP here. And here we go, Volcano breaking those vents, going into the site. He spots him, and that will be Inns with the final bit frag, making the score 7-3 in favor of Ninjas in Pajamas.
Only 5 rounds remaining here in this first half, and 3D is putting themselves in one hell of a deficit. We were talking before the matchup and thought that 3D would be able to take Nuke, but you know what? When you put 2 legendary teams like this up on stage, there is absolutely no telling what can happen. Robin's got the bomb in hand this time, and I think if 3D loses this one, they will be forced to save here. They've got Op Deagle, 1 FAMAS, so this is a real bad partial buy here for 3D. Not much they can do. They are getting the damage done. It looks like we're going to have another ramp room attack by NiP, and that's why I like these guys really mixing it up. Not always going for that upper bomb site. They're really trying to play aggressive here. Severs with a great kill in the back on the lower levels against Zet, and we will see a flashbang come in there, and it looks like it's been smoked as well. Method waiting on the back. The bomb has been planted. I believe that was a lower bomb site plant. Yes, Walla gets taken out. Almost. He's still alive. He's almost taken out there by Method, and Method drops down as well. It's a 3-on-2 situation. NiP, they look like they're going to lose this round, but 3D, they really need to play smart in order to pick this one up. The bomb is ticking away now. We will see Spawn go down. Walla's going to wait just outside, and Volcano coming in big. 1-2, get the defuse, and they needed that round so badly, Smeagol.
Huge clutch by Volcano that round. He may as well have been 1 versus 2. Rambo didn't even play a factor there.
Right.
I mean, Volcano, it was all pure skill that round. And he can frag. I think he can be as good as Mikey when he's turned on. He is a top fragger as well. A great acquisition, as you mentioned earlier on. And 3D, and beautiful retake of that bomb site. They allowed NiP to get in, but then Dominator got that key frag in the back halls, which really set things off for Team 3D. They were able to retake the site together. Perfect timing as a team. Here we can see NiP starting things off with a boost outside, and we'll follow to see what they do this round round, not working that outside. They're going to instead head into the lobby squeaky door area. Here comes the spam from 3D. Already Zed coming out of the squeaky door right now, or excuse me, out of the lobby entrance, but Method with 2 frags, but Wally going to reply on Deceivers and Method. Wally with another frag, and Robin will finish with 2 more. That's going to leave just Volcano left alive, and Team 3D is behind right now, and they may not be able to come back as we are moving on in the half. Right now, we have just Volcano here. Let's see what he decides to do. Will he decide to save his AK-47? Will he decide to face off against the 3 remaining members of NiP? It looks like he will decide to go ahead and save. So that will make the score 8-4 in favor of Ninjas.
And that's going to be a huge round for 3D, but not in a positive way, in a negative way. Winning that round and then just losing right again, they're going to be suffering a very, very critical hit to their money system here. And the bomb is going to tick away 3, 2, 1. There it is, 8-4 as we only have 3 rounds remaining here in this matchup. And NiP is pumped up for this match. You know, I don't know if they came into this thing and said, we have nothing to lose. We're going up against these guys. They've won the World Cyber Games 2 years in a row. If we beat them, great. We just crushed them. But you know what? If we don't, hey, we came here, we played a great tournament. Now, they're obviously out for blood. Heads are rolling here in this matchup, and we are now 8-4 in round number 13 as 3D will be on a save with the exception of Volcano, and it won't matter because NiP going in for a real quick plant on the top level. And let's find out what, down on the bottom.
I thought so.
Let's find out what happens here. No, I think they're all up on top. So Robin is taken out, but Zet will drop Volcano. It's now a 3-on-4 situation. Checking the rafters. You see Inns has his sights locked on that. Wallet is taken out. That'll be a huge loss for NiP. And Spawn drops Sievers. So it's Method and Rambo, the only 2 guys left. And it is Rambo who goes down first. It's all up to Method. He has picked up an AK-47, but will he be able to do something? Probably not. Might get a frag here on Zed. He's looking down the far corner, leading down to the ramp room, and he better watch his 6. This could be bad. No, Method will stay in the darkness and watch that there, and you can see as Zet spams away, hoping to get a frag there in the garage, but it doesn't happen. 4-9, Smeagol, as we have 2 rounds remaining in this first half, and I gotta say, NiP
on the terrace side,
yeah. This is going to be a tough one for 3D.
Yeah, and it's important to remember, Marcus, that even if Team 3D were to lose, this is best 2 out of 3. So 3D could come back and win the next 2 matches.
You're right.
And they would still move on to the semifinals here at the WCG 2006 in Monza, Italy. NiP working outside again right now. Seaver's going to get 1 frag, but he's going to go down as well. And it looks like here goes NiP all the way around behind towards that ladder room. Moto now in the ramp room, making his way over towards the ladder here. He's going to make his way over there. Moto going to take out 1 with the Desert Eagle, and it looks like this is a partial buy round for Team 3D as Inns is able to drop Moto. And right now we have Team NiP going to be up in the rafters, taking out 1 is Zet. Nicely executed, going to be up to 2 members of Team 3D. Method takes out 1, make that 2. It's down to just Robin. Method picking up that using that AK-47, which he saved last round to his advantage. And the bomb is down in the upper bomb site. It's a 2 versus 1. Kim and Method versus Robin. Robin making his way over towards the bomb, but Method through the hut, able to take him out. Beautifully executed, and the score will be 9-5 in favor of Ninjas going into last round. And you know what, it's important to remember that Ninjas are out for blood too. If you remember back to San Francisco at CGI, Team 3D topping and Ninjas 9-1. That was a huge score, and you know what? NiP has to be pissed about that.
Yeah, they're looking for their revenge. It's absolutely obvious here. And we
All
are
over
see
TV.
double ops come out here for the 3D team. Already Zet's going to be the first one to go down. This is the last round of the first half. What can happen here as 3D really needs this one? Moto picking up 2 key frags in the ramp room, and Swan the last man standing. 3D needed that one, and they got it. The first half score, 6-9. But I gotta tell you, 3D not looking their best in that matchup. Having lost that round, or that first round, it was their pistol. That was their 3-pistol round. It just couldn't happen for them. But now they'll switch sides, and 3D needs to show us a game on the team side of Nuke like they have never shown us before. 6-9, the final score of the first half. NiP up big time, and they only need 3 frags, but we'll have to find out. And that will be the end of the first half of set number 1. NiP 9, Team 3D 6. 10 rounds needed by Team 3D on the T side. Only excuse me, only 7 rounds needed by Ninjas in Pajamas. Anything can happen at any time now, and we'll find out when we come back with the second half of map number 1.
All right, guys, we're getting ready here.
We're back here at the World Cyber Games 2006 Grand Final in Monza, Italy. Smeagol, I want to hear your final comments on that first half. What an amazing half it was. So many critical rounds coming into play there as we enter into the pistol round. Give us your thoughts and then drop us in round number 1.
Well, obviously the most important round that half, Marcus, was the eco round that NiP won. It was a huge round for them, and 3D just really fell behind there and then didn't come to recover ever since that round. And we almost saw them recover in that third round, but it didn't happen here. Opening things up, we have Zed for Team NiP as it looks like Team 3D make an entrance into the ramp room right now, making their way down to that lower bomb state already. And here we go with a beautiful tactic to start things off from Team 3D. We have Seavers watching the vents, Kim watching the back halls, and it looks like NiP sending a couple members down through the ramp room in the upper bomb site. Oh, ends will go down at the hands of Moto, who is playing in the upper site. We're looking at a 4-on-3 situation right now in favor of Team 3D as Wally takes out Seavers with a nade. Spawn gonna reply on the Moto method, but Moto and Kim will go to work on Wally and Spawn, and we're down to a 1 versus 1. Robin going for the defuse. Kim's gonna peek, and the bomb has been defused, and NiP will take pistol round. Kim waiting way too long to peek. He was just too far away, and Robin able to get the defuse. If Team 3D had won that pistol, they would have equalized it most likely at 9 rounds to 9 rounds. But now NiP taking that pistol round, Marcus, I don't see any way out of this for Team 3D.
It is going to be the most miraculous comeback I have seen in a long time. If we do indeed have a comeback by 3D, I think NiP has it locked down, and they are holding it hard. Right now, Robin opened up with 2 famous kills. Volcano does get a USP kill, and now we got Kim going down to the bottom. That means I think the bomb is actually in the air conditioner shaft, and it won't matter because Walla gets the final kill with the FAMAS, and that should have been an easy round for NiP, and it was. The problem for 3D is that now makes it 11-6, and only 5 rounds from victory are the Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, that was a great round by NiP. Simple eco round, just taking them to the frags as they came. 3D wasn't able to get any frags on the board. They only have a total of, looks like 8 rounds right now, so not looking, 9 rounds right now, so not looking so hot here is Team 3D, but it looks like they went for the buy. Marcus and Wally and Inns taken out 2, but Volcano and Seavers gonna reply, and NiP has been whittled down to just 2 members as Team 3D has gone for the risky buy again on the 3rd round. This is a very risky decision, and we will see if it does pay off. If it does not, they will probably most likely be forced to save, and Volcano gonna knock down Spawn, and it looks like 3D will win the 3rd round here as Wally is last man standing, but he will be facing off 1 versus 3, and it looks like here he goes into the upper bomb site, but the bomb has been planted already, or is in the process of being planted at the lower bomb site. Wally gonna have a hard time making his way down there to get the defuse, as here goes Seavers into the back halls. Wally gonna get ready to head down through the vents. We'll see what he's able to do. Here he goes, dropping down in there. Volcano takes out Wally with the headshot from the AK-47. Huge play from Volcano that round, dropping multiple frags. That will make the score 2-1, and this round win could be as big as the round win for NiP in the first half.
I have to say, Smeagol, 3D is defining the way that the first 3 rounds are playing. We saw them do that versus Complexity at Digital Life. Now, they ended up losing that matchup, but it completely changes the entire game because you expect NiP to be able to pick up those rounds. And look at this one. Moto and Kim start things off. Volcano with 1. Ensues the last man standing, and 3D walks all over NiP. A complete kill round. All 5 members of 3D still alive, Smeagol, and that's going to come in huge. Not only did they disrupt the economy, disrupt the money system of NiP, but they also are not going to have to buy this round, or at least minimally buy grenades, possibly some armor, and they picked it up. They made this a 3-round game. We said that there needed to be a miracle in order for this to happen. That miracle was 3D buying that round.
Absolutely, and we will see as continues on their tear as Seavers opening up outside. I believe it looks like NiP was on the save again, but you know what? Regardless of whether they're on the save or not, it still means that 3D is picking up momentum right now, and that is huge as they are starting to slowly come back against NiP. This round, where NiP has guns, will be the first round that the second round after the round that 3D bought the guns in the third round, that NiP and 3D both have guns.
Right.
You can follow that. So this means that both 3D and NiP have guns this round. We'll follow and take a look here in just a second to see what's going to happen. It looks like 3D coming out of the upper bomb site. Seavers opening things up with a beautiful frag onto Robin, and the bomb will be planted in the upper site as Volcano gets a frag as well. NiP down to just 3 members. Wally with the M4 shot onto Volcano, and that's going to leave just Zet, Wally, and Spawn. Wally and Spawn pretty low on HP. Kim and Seavers low as well. As you can see on the beautiful overlays, as I mentioned before, provided by World Cyber Games. You can see that bar on the right-hand and left-hand corners of your screen display the health of the members playing in the round still, and it looks like NiP will save their weapons as Team 3D's planted the bomb on the upper site. They've locked it down securely, and NiP has just said, look, we're not going to retake this site. We'd just rather cut our losses. We don't have enough money to buy next round. We might as well go ahead and save our guns.
That's right, and 3D looking for those exit kills. However, they are not going to find them. The bigger picture here. Oh, he did get a kill at the very end, and you saw Volcano there give a little smack talk over to Team NiP. I think the crowd really liked that one as we enter into the next round. Look at this. We're in a one-point game here, a one-round game. This is unbelievable after 3D were completely walked all over in the first half by NiP. If any team can bring it back in their favor, it's them. I think that they have not expected the aggressiveness of 3D on the T side. And this is a full buy for both sides. Moto will open things up. Zet looking really low, or he was there for a second. I don't know. I didn't realize there was health packs here in Counter-Strike. Seavers going in through the squeaky door. Method getting run. Yes, he did. It's a 5-on-3 situation. Inz is taken down by Method. Walla going down to the lower levels thinking, well, maybe the bomb's going down there. But Kim still has the bomb on the back. It looks like he's in the upper room. We'll see Moto come in to assist him, and it does look like they are going to bring it down. The bomb was dropped. Walla got Kim. He dropped the bomb. No, the bomb is in the upper side, and it's all up to Zet now as Seavers will make his way back up the ladder. Zet tries to take it from the rafters and can't get it done. We're in a tie game 11-11 in an unbelievable Counter-Strike matchup. And Smeagol, this is map 1.
Yeah, this may as well be the finals lead. I mean, the intensity here, I mean, the spectator area, I don't think it's been this full the entire time. This is the greatest match that we have seen so far in this tournament. I want to point out the frags here. Even though Method is behind a bit in the frags, he has still been leading this half. He has been there for the crucial, important frags, and he has been playing so well, especially in the first half. He had a lot of frags. The tie score right now, and we will see as it looks like we have Team NiP is on the save, and that could put 3D in the lead, which would be huge. So let's follow to see what Team 3D can do on this round. Here you can see we have Team 3D hanging out in the lobby. We have Method and Moto in the radio room. Receivers watching that squeaky door. Method going to be sitting there. You can see him in the radio room as well as Moto, and they're going to back off here, doing a little bit of spamming towards the ramp room, trying to do as much damage as they can. Getting the first frag is Team 3D onto Robin, and it looks like a Glock frag by Kim onto Spawn. Inz dropping down from the Raptors. A Deagle headshot onto Kim. Nicely done by Inz, leaving just Wally and Inz left alive as Zet goes down at the hands of Method. Here we go, Wally at the ramp room. Method takes him out with a headshot from the AK-47, leaving just Inz left alive. Volcano will finish him off. And it's hard to kind of see what's going on the screen. But anyway, it was a great round there from Team 3D, and they are continuing on. The score is 12-11 in favor of Team 3D.
You know, not only was that huge, them getting that round based off of an eco for NiP, but we may have a second eco here for NiP. It's unclear. We see a couple guys with some guns here, and yep, they will have full guns, so this will be a full buy. Bottom line is they are now in the lead. NiP really needs to bring this one back in their favor. Seavers opening things up here on Walla, and that will take out a key member here of NiP. Method from the inside, damaging, going through some spam. Kim and Seavers both at about 50% health now, and it is a 5-on-4 situation in favor of 3D. Spawn up in the rafters, sending some spam down below, and then also breaking off those crates, making sure that they've got a quick escape in case 3D goes downstairs. And Volcano now on the orange roof, spamming to make sure if anyone's up in the rafters, he can take them on. I think Spawn was up there momentarily, but 3D's definitely slowing things down quite a bit in this matchup, and NiP as well. So we are seeing a little bit more turtley match here, or turtley round here, as we only have a few rounds until one of these players will win map 1 victory. And and Spawn is still upstairs in the rafters. He's moved away from the spam. Zet getting 2 frags, huge. Kim and Moto, a third one, and Inch follows up with another one, and Seavers is the last one remaining, and he will get, no, Seavers takes him out, but it won't matter because Spawn coming in to finish that one off, and we're tied again, 12-12. 3D's momentum has been stopped by a brick wall, and on that brick wall, it says NiP in graffiti.
Yeah, Marcus, we talk about how momentum plays a big factor in these matches all the time. I said that earlier on in this match, that momentum plays a big factor, but now we are back tied up. Both teams have guns. This round is crucial. One of these teams is going to have to save if they lose, and we're going to have to see who that's going to be. Zet coming in clutch with that last round. 3 big frags. NiP has been down for the last few rounds, and Zet bringing them back into the game with those 3 frags. You see his teammates cheering him on back at the end of that round, and we'll see right now as NiP has been spammed down dramatically by Team3D through the hut, through the roof, and we will see right now as Wally throwing a flashbang outside. He's going to make his way back towards the upper rafters area. Watch that upper bomb site. Kim going to get ready to go into this upper site. It looks like Team3D setting up to hit the upper bomb site here in just a second as Kim rotates back over. Method getting ready to head into the hut. Here we go. Kim peeking out. There comes the flashbangs. Throwing some flashbangs up. There we go as Team3D making their way onto the floor. They spot the vents, and it looks like Wally from the rafters dropping 1. Make that 2. Method going to do 2 of his own. Zet chiming in on the rotation. Takes out 2.
Wow.
Make that 3. Members of Team3D, and Seavers is the last man left standing as here he goes, peeking out of the hut door. He's finished off by Zet. The 4-kill round for Marcus Zet Sundstrom, and the score will be 13-12 in favor of NiP as we close in on the end of this first map.
I just will not be shocked. And look at this, we don't have a save. We do not have a save by 3D, which could be very, very critical to them. If they lose this round and their money system is that bad, they might let NiP win 2 rounds up into the final round. And that's exactly what NLA did against NiP yesterday. But we'll have an exchange of kills right now. Walla looking pretty hurt too. He picks one up, a second one up, and he'll score big before he goes down if he does it all. Seavers now in the tin hut. They really need this one. He takes out 1, takes out 2. It's just Spawn remaining. Moto and Seavers not in good health, but he is the dominator. Spawn takes out Moto. It's a one-on-one situation. It could come down to anything. And we do see into the tin hut. Seavers got to be careful there. He's going to go in for the bomb. I believe that we'll have a flashbang. Oh, going downstairs. This could be a big one here. And look at Spawn reacting to that one quickly. He is going to make his way over. He might make his way down quick enough, and I think he will. The bomb's in play. He takes him out. Oh, my God. He'll get the defuse easily. And now NiP will take the lead once again, and they will be that much closer to victory. Smeagol, unbelievable rounds here. Seavers had the right idea, but did you see how quickly Spawn rotated on that one? That was beautiful. They're only 2 rounds away from game point, and, 3D, they're probably going to have to save, or they're going to just spend all their money, and then they're going to be screwed in the last round.
Yeah, it looks like we have a gun here for Ron Kim, so it looks like we may see a buy from Team3D.
Oh,
it
my
looks like some
God.
MP5s and AK-47s as Robin opens things up. In's going to dominate him. Team3D trying to come into that upper bomb site, but getting denied. In's taking down 2, and we'll see what Moto and Volcano can do as they face off 2 versus 5, as this is tie point for Team NiP, and it looks like 3D is going to go down again. In's with a 3rd frag onto Moto, and In's is just racking them up at 11 frags this round. There's the final one from Zet. Volcano trying to go to ramp, and that will make it 15-12 in favor of NiP.
I just cannot believe it. And now what can 3D do? It is just, I can't imagine that they have so much money in the bank that they'll be able to buy here. But we'll find out in a moment. 3D is going to have to pull out a second miracle in this matchup. And then they did. They had enough money. I guess maybe getting the plant was enough, even though they lost that round where Spawn came in and flanked from the back. Zet opening things up on Moto. This is game point here for NiP. A huge HE on Rambo from Spawn. And that is it. I just can't imagine 3D winning this round. Volcano will get taken out after taking a lot of damage. And it's just Dominator and Method, the last 2 men standing. And we will see Method, Dominator picking one up, but it's still a 2-on-4 situation. Method with an mop in hand. It's going to be a tough weapon to finish off these final four with. Wallow does get the kill on Dominator, and that means Method is the last chance here for 3D to win on Nuke. I just can't imagine it could get done. Method taking some damage on the spam through the wall. He does have the bomb, so at least that's down, but Spawn takes him out, and NiP wins the first map on Nuke. I think that 3D was hoping to win that one. It just did not happen. We're going to be moving on to Dust 2. And Smeagol, I want your final comments on this one. I'm almost out of breath. Holy crap. Unbelievable matchup between two legendary teams. That guy right there, Zed. Holy mackerel, he's coming in big. He had a 4-kill round, a 3-kill round, and you could just see how excited he was every single time his team performed the way that he knew they could perform.
That's how Counter-Strike works, Marcus. The 16-12 is the final score, but you need individual players to step up and frag, and for 3D, we just didn't see it. We saw Zet coming in big, Wally playing well as well, Spawn with his huge clutch, Inns stepping up in a few rounds there. Each individual player needs to get those big frags, but it didn't happen for Team 3D, so we will move it into the second map, Dust 2. We will see who's going to come out on top. NiP versus Team 3D coming up next on Inside the Game.